Okay, let's continue on question 3. Question 3 from the same question paper of Eastern Cape 2023, paper 1. The input and output. The first question says, okay, the statement says, read the flow diagram below and answer the questions as follow. When we check to summarize everything, we have the input values. Input number 1 is 1, number 2 is -3, number 3 is 0, number 4 is unknown, and then we are having the rule which is multiply by 5, and also the other part which is unknown, and then the output values. Number 1 is 9, number 2 is -11, number 3 is unknown, number 4 is -21. So which means when we input value number 1 on the certain rule, which is also incomplete, which is 1 multiplied by 5, and the other, then it has to give us 9. So for example, we are having 1 multiplied by 5. So if we are having 1 multiplied by 5 like this one, then I will say plus or minus. Why am I saying plus or minus? Plus or minus an unknown, which is, I'll just put value x, then it gives me 9. Why am I saying plus or minus? Because 1 multiplied by 5, it's also an odd number. So yes, it's an odd number, which means this number, it is not a factor of 9. So which means, so if I say multiply by, there's no number that I can multiply it with 5 and gives me 9, and there is no number that I will divide 5 by that number and then I will get a value. There is no that number. So what do I mean when I say it's plus or minus? I am correct in that manner. So okay, let's see. Which means that when I input 1, I will get output 9. Okay, let's go back to the question. When we input -3, we get -11. When we input 0, we get an unknown. When we input an unknown, we get -21. Let's solve. So let's solve the first question. Complete the rule in what? 3.1.1. So how do we complete the rule? We complete the rule by making sure that this statement, all of it is correct. When I say 1 multiplied by 5 plus or minus an unknown is equals to 9. What is that value? That when I say 1 multiplied by 5, it's 5 plus or minus the number, which is an x, it's equals to 9. So which means I'll have to take this 5 to the other side. I'll left with plus or minus x is equals to 9 multiplied by negative, because I'm taking it to the other equation side. Then I will have plus or minus x is equals to, this one will gives me plus 4, which means my x is equals to 4. So to complete the statement, I will just say my answer is 1 multiplied by 5 plus 4 is equals to 9. That is how I'm going to complete the statement. So sorry, it is that is how I'm going to complete the statement. Sorry for not showing up. That's a technical error. So as I was saying, I will say 1 multiplied by 5, which is 5, then plus or minus x is equals to 9. Then plus or minus, I will take 5 to the other side. Don't forget that whenever I take a value from one side of equation side to the other side of equation side, I have to multiply it by a negative. That is how this negative comes from. Or I can use additive or subtractive inverse. Therefore, I will have plus or minus remaining x is equals to 9 minus 4. It gives me plus 4. So which means for in plus 4, I will choose my x positive sign. Therefore, my correct answer for x is 4. Remember, there is no x on the formula. So x is just a number that or a variable that I have just estimated to be a missing one. Okay, good. So which means the correct answer for 3.1.1, it is going to give us 1 multiplied by 5 plus 4 is equals to 9. Okay, let's see for the second one. Second one say, what an output value represented by 3.1.2. Output value for 3.1.2, we will say 3.1.2, how many marks is 2 marks? Then when we input -3 multiplied by 5 plus 4, it gives us what? It gives us what? They say what? Oh, not, so it's not -3. So it's 0. It's 0 because of number 3, sorry. On number 3 on the input, we are having 0 inputting multiplied by 5, and then we have plus 4, that is 3.1.1, and then output, which is 3.1.2. Good. So we will have, let me just wrap this one. We will have 0 multiplied by 5 plus 4 is equals to unknown. That unknown, I'll just say it's letter A. So they want to know the answer. So automatically 0 multiplied by 5. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0. So we'll have 0 plus 4 is equals to A. Therefore, 4 is equals to A. Then that is the output for 3.1.2. For 3.1.3, I will say, okay, 3.1.3, but what is an output value represented? So the input value represented by 3.1.3. Okay, in this format, I will just choose any letter to represent the input. Let me just say letter B. I will have B multiplied by 5, né? And then plus 4 is equals to sorry, the output, which is minus 21. Good. Minus 21. Therefore, I'm solving for B in this format because I'm looking for input B. Where is B coming from? B is just any number so that I can make my calculations accurate. I cannot just leave it blank. It's going to be somehow, because in mathematics, we must work with the numbers. Okay. And also the variables. Good. I will have B multiplied by 5, which gives me 5 of B's, and then plus 4 is equals to minus 21. Okay, the next step, I have to take plus 4 to the other side, which means I have to multiply it by negative and gives me negative 5. So now I will remain with 5. B is equals to minus 21 minus 5. Therefore, this one is a practical number because they are the like term. I will have minus 25. Then I will have minus 5b. So I will have minus 25 is equals to 5b. Then how do I solve for b here? I have to divide both sides by positive 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. Then remaining with 1b, I'll just write b is correct. Therefore, minus 25 divided by 5 is equals to negative 5. Then my correct answer for input of 3.1.1 is equals to minus 5. That is how you will get all the marks of this one, which is 5 marks. Good. The next stage, let's meet on the next question. Thank you.